Hey, it's Obi here. In this video, I'm going to explain the one thing that I found that $1 million coaching offers all have in common. This is the one thing that I feel has separated the clients that we've really crushed it for from the clients that are really struggling or the clients that have really struggled in the past. And if you have this one thing and you just had this one element to your offer, you'll be able to sell your offers a lot easier. You'll be able to sell them a lot faster. Your close rates would go up. Your marketing costs would go down. It would just be a lot easier for you to get clients for your business because this idea is rooted in actual human psychology. So in case you don't know who I am, my name is Opie. I run a marketing company and we help online coaches sign daily clients without sales calls. We've signed 3,000 plus clients for our clients, and our clients have made multiple seven figures. We have multiple offers that have reached multiple seven figures per year. So this stuff that I'm about to share with you actually works. So the one element that I've found that are common amongst all these $1 million coaching offers that I've seen is the fact that the right coaching offer is always a shiny object to the right segment of the market. And what I mean by that basically is if you look at your coaching offer or like how your offer is structured, and to the right person, it doesn't feel like a shiny object, that offer is just not strong enough. So essentially, you are trying to make offers the woman in the red dress. I'm sure you heard that analogy before, to the right segment of your market. And I've fallen victim of this myself this year. So take a look at my business. Normally we help online coaches, and we've been helping online coaches now for the last 3+ years. And earlier this year, I got introduced to the idea of offer publishing, and it basically seemed like the right thing to do because it was this narrative of where you don't have to charge clients any money, so it's easier to sign clients. You can work on a pure profit split deals with clients. You can partner up with clients and be truly 50-50 partners with them, so they don't come up with a bunch of reasons why they won't do the work. And quite frankly, my business partner and I tried it, and it didn't turn out well for us in any way whatsoever. But the reason why we're so interested in purchasing something like that, the reason why we felt the need to actually want to do something like that is because it felt like a new opportunity. It felt like something new to us, a shiny object to us. And it just seemed like the perfect thing to do for us because of all the problems we're currently facing in our current business. So some examples of shiny object offers is the Russell Brunson thing, right? Don't use websites, use funnels. So to everyone who has been using websites to sell their offers in the past, Russell Brunson was basically trying to explain to them why they should not use websites, they should use funnels instead. At the time, funnels were shiny objects to websites. It is the exact same thing that tax strategists tend to say, oh, don't use your accountant, don't use a CPA, use a tax strategist instead. So these are just different ways of making their offers look like a shiny object to the right person. So for someone who has been using CPAs and accountants before and hasn't been getting great results with using them, seeing somebody say, oh, I am not a CPA, I am not an accountant, I'm a tax strategist, just makes that person's offer a lot more appealing. The reason why this approach works insanely well is because people just love new. People want the new thing. Would you rather have fruits from 2 days ago or fresh fruits? People love the idea of new. They love buying new clothes. They love new houses. And doing something new, it makes you feel better about your situation, because if you come with me with an offer that basically tells me to do the same thing of what I'm already doing, I have so many bad experiences with my current situation. So if you don't have something new and appealing to the right segment of your offer, you're basically allowing people relieve their trauma technically, because you're basically telling them to do more of what hasn't been working for them. And if they have any bad experiences associated with that thing, they are not going to listen to you. They are not going to want to purchase your offer. Take the CPA example that I was giving earlier. If I have bad experiences with accountants, if I have bad experiences with CPAs, if you come to me and say you are also a CPA, it's going to be very, very hard for me to take you seriously or pay you money for your product or service. But if you come to me and say, oh, you're not a CPA, you are not an accountant, you are a tax strategist, you're very different from these other CPAs and accountants out there, it makes more sense for me to want to partner with you and work with you because you feel very new and brand new compared to everything that I have tried before in the past. Now, where I used to make mistake before in the past is I used to assume this shiny object had to be this grand thing that no one has ever heard about before, that is so new, it's so brand new, it's so transforming, and it's just this thing that is so amazing that if I just review this in my marketing message, it's going to blow the prospect's mind and make them give me money instantly. But it doesn't always have to be like that, because the market has so many different segments. The whole point of having a shiny object offer is so that your offer is a shiny object to the right person in the marketplace. So let's take webinars, for example. Webinars are super popular in the marketing space. But trust me, there are still so many people in the marketing space right now who don't know how to do proper webinars, who have tried webinars before and failed, who don't have any experience doing webinars at all. If I go to those type of people and say webinar is my new shiny object thing, they are still going to find it appealing. Now you can make the argument, oh, that might be a very small segment of the market and that would be really, really compelling. But the point I'm trying to make here is to the right segment of the market, you can still have a shiny object offer. It doesn't have to be this insane thing. It just needs to be shiny object, something different from the current reality of the prospect. A good example is our clients. Our clients find it so easy to get customers because most of the clients we have right now, they are all in the healthcare space. And the healthcare space is not as saturated as normal, like 9 to 5 spaces and so on and so forth. So we basically tell them to leave their nursing jobs and start a business. Literally, it's that simple. The shiny object to these people is starting a business. Now, in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, when this becomes more of a trend, when more people are doing this, we might need to come up with more creative ways to stand out. But the point is, it doesn't have to be anything grand. It doesn't have to be this insane thing that no one has ever heard about before. The shiny object just has to be something that is unique to the right segment of the market. Now, another mistake I used to make in the past when it comes to creating these shiny objects in the offers that we work with is I usually thought it had to be a group of people. Say, for example, our clients now, stop being a nurse, start a business. Don't do real estate, do Airbnbs instead. Or don't do crypto, do trading instead. Don't crypto trade, stock trade instead. I thought it had to be a group of people. But it doesn't have to be a group of people. It can also be a way of doing something. And ironically, the crypto example I just gave is a way of doing something. So for example, stop doing cardio to lose weight, do weight loss to lose weight. It doesn't have to be a group of people. It could just be a way of doing something. Then next up, don't try to make this up. Don't just wake up one morning and decide, you know what, this is what my shiny object is going to be. Don't try and make this up. We've made that mistake so many times and it's cost us. We worked with a client this year. She's disabled and she helps people with disability make their homes much more manageable to move around, much more accessible. I think that's the word, much more accessible, right? And basically our shiny object was people who are disabled try to treat their homes like able-bodied people. That was our whole narrative. And that offer bashed because I made it up, basically. We didn't do enough research to truly identify what that thing would be for that particular marketplace. So you can't try and make this up. Don't try and just imagine what it will feel like or make up this shiny object thing. You have to come up with an idea that is unique and will feel like a shiny object to the right segment of the marketplace by doing your research, speaking to your customers, what problems are they going through, and so on and so forth. Now, if you're wondering how you can actually create this shiny objects for your offers, the process is very simple. The first thing you want to do is identify what the outcome is for your offer. So you have a coaching program around relationships. So let's say you help people get over breakups. That is the outcome. Then you want to now list out your own current process for solving the problem. So it's funny because creating a shiny object doesn't even have anything to do with changing your offer. And I'm going off tangents here, but it doesn't have anything to do with changing your offer. You don't have to change what you already offer right now. It's just marketing, it's just words, it's just positioning, right? So you want to first identify the outcome. Once you identify that outcome, the next thing you want to do is list out your current method of solving the problem. So how do you help people solve that problem? So I'll use ourselves as an example. The outcome, we help our clients sign clients, literally, right? And then how we do that thing is we use paid ads, we use funnels, challenge funnels to be specific. That's the second thing. Now, you also want to list out all the different ways that the market is currently using to solve that same problem. So in my case, who are all the different things our ideal market, which is coaches, are using to solve their current problem of getting clients? They are using VSL funnels, they are using webinar funnels, they are using lead magnet funnels, they are using content, they are using sales calls, and so on and so forth. You want to now identify all the problems that come as a result of them doing all those things. So what are some problems that might come with VSL funnels, for example? Oh, it's very low trust. You're getting people who are not really serious to hop on calls with you. That's an example of something that can happen. Another one could be for webinar funnels, maybe the show up rates are very bad because these are freebie seekers, because the webinar is a free webinar. For lead magnet funnels, oh, the sales cycle is too long. You list out all those problems. Then you now look at your own current solution and find all the ways your own method solves the problems that arise from them doing those other methods. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, let me explain it again. You identify the outcome, that's the first thing. Second thing, you list out your own current method of solving the problem. Then you list out all the current ways the market is currently using to solve the problem. The reason why the offer I explained to you before bashed was because we didn't list out the current ways the market was using to solve the problem. Or the method that we identified as how they solve the problem is not what they are actually doing. That's why I said do not make this up. It actually has to be what the market is using to solve their problem right now that you are listing out. So when you list out all the current ways that the market is using to solve their problem, the next thing you want to do is look at all the problems that arise from those other different solutions, and then identify the ones that your current method solves. Identify the current problems that come from those solutions that your current problem solves. I know it's a bit of a tongue twister, but this is how we do it for clients. And with the challenge funnel example I was giving before, that just basically means long sales cycles with lead magnet funnels, for example. Challenge funnels, you don't have any long sales cycles. We have clients that get insane results in just 7 days. We literally just finished a launch for a client that made about 250K in about 2 days. Definitely, we spent more time working on the funnel than 2 days, but the money actually came in within a 2-day period. So the sales cycle is not long at all. VSL funnel, oh, the trust is too low, blah, blah, blah. Challenge funnels, you get to build so much trust. You can spend 3 days with you, you spend 2 hours with them every single day, you provide so much value to them, you literally change these people's lives and they become customers, right? The exact same thing. That is how you do this, literally. It's so insane, and that is exactly how you do this, by looking at all the problems that come from the other solutions and then explaining why your own method solve those problems that arise from the other solutions. This is how you make your offer a shiny object. So if I go to someone now who is struggling with a VSL funnel, and I basically show them my challenge funnel and explain why my challenge funnel builds more trust, they are going to want to purchase that offer because it's just so appealing to them. It's that simple. And that is literally how you create offers that feel like shiny objects. All right. I think that explains the point. If you're a coach and you feel like you are currently stuck in a revenue plateau, there's a link in the description. You can check it out. It basically explains how we help coaches get predictable growth in their business. There's no pressure on you to click the link, to be honest. I don't really care if you click the link or not. But if that sounds like something you're currently struggling with, we have a solution that can help you solve that problem. And by clicking that link and checking out that page, I basically explain how it works and how we help clients solve that problem. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you found this useful, give a like button so other coaches like you can check it out. If you have other questions for me, you can leave a comment so that I can check them out, make more videos like that. And if you love the video, if you want to see more of this and you want to continue to see more of this, you can also subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.